600 classes at Rumble Boxing.
Shout out to Rumble.
Shout out to Rumble. I did it like 5 times. That shit is so hard. It's so hard. I got called out by an instructor in a class, which is like my nightmare.
Oh, well, they're usually very nice.
They were so nice, but I was in like so Rumble Boxing's like a bunch of bags, and it's like really high energy, it's fun.
Yeah.
And I was at the farthest bag, like really trying to avoid any type of like anything. But I was wheezing so much, the guy came over and he said, "You need an apple juice, buddy?" And I was so embarrassed I haven't been back. Like, he was being so nice. I must have looked like I was gonna like faint or something.
That's so funny.
I thought it was funny, but I
low blood sugar.
That's what it must have been, right? Because that's what you give. Oh, that's why it was apple juice.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
To this, I was like,
that's so funny.
I didn't ever put that together. I just thought that makes sense.
Yeah, when I first bought I was like, I need to do something. I need to like work out. I was like, I just feel weak. Like, I was like, I need to feel like if somebody jumped me on the street, I would have a chance.
Absolutely.
Of surviving.
Had you been crept up on? Or?
No, I just live in a constant state of ready to fight if I have to.
I get that. You watch a lot of true crime?
Of course.
Too
much.
The only thing that helps me sleep.
Listen, I fall asleep to forensic files.
If someone's not getting their goddamn head chopped off, my nighttime routine doesn't begin.
It's like the lullaby of sweet screams, unfortunately.
It's so true.
It's so fucked up.
It puts things in perspective.
And depending on the host or the narrator.
Soothing voice.
It's a good soothing voice.
I haven't watched Dateline to go to sleep in a long time, but that's the whole pandemic, and for 2 years after, that's what I would watch.
Yeah, Snapped. Oh, Snap's the best. Snapped Killer Couples. Have you got that?
I haven't
so much.
I watched Deadly Twins, all of those, because I'm so curious too, especially with Snap, what does make someone snap?
Sometimes there's they have hidden ones that are so interesting that I'm like, how is this not a worldwide story? There's one about a trans woman in Alaska that had killed 5 different guys.
Incredible.
Over the course of...
Yeah, where's the movie?
And she lived off the land in Alaska basically, and was a really amazing welder. That's how she would make money, making wrought iron fences or whatever. But then people kept being like, why does she keeps on hiring these people to help her, but we never see them again. And she was killing them and feeding them to her pigs.
So they couldn't find the body?
Yeah.
How'd they catch her?
The one drifter had more family than she had counted on.
God damn it, there's a concerned uncle.
A kid.
Ugh.
An adult child who was like, my dad would always do things like not talk to us for 6 months because he's off doing crazy things. But he always would call on my sister's birthday. And when he didn't call on the birthday...
He went to investigate.
And then they went to the house and his dog was still there. With
Suspicious.
The lady, and they were like, he would have never ever. She said that he ran off and was drunk, and he was like, he could have ran off drunk, but there's no possible way he would have left the dog.
He wouldn't have left that damn dog.
And so it took time, but then it's a crazy story.
What pushed you through when you were doing the workouts where you were because with boxing I'll get so wheezy and it's so hard. Were you doing nutrition at the same time as it?
Yeah. So when I first started, for the first I want to say it's been 3 years now, maybe.
Because I was trying to do the math on 600 classes and I can't.
And it's been I started going once or twice. So in my head I was like, I'm killing it.
Right.
But I was going 2 at most 3 times a week.
Which was killing it because anything that's more than what you were doing before is killing it. And you're going to be sore and it's a whole head game and all of that.
I'm I remember after the first class standing in my shower still being like, I'm going to die. But I bought the 8-class thing first, so I'm I have to do it or I'm wasting.
But you still did it because I bought 8 classes with a ADHD coach and I just did 1. I did 1 and that bitch made you buy a bunch because she probably knew if you had ADD.
They forget.
I said, I'm not doing another one.
They move on to something else. Amen.
And she knew that, so she could have done 2, she could have done 4, but this bitch did 8. But you kept going to it.
There was times where I'd would lull off, but then starting January 1st, I was I'm gonna go every day. So I do go 5, 6 depending on travel and stuff. But so a lot of it has been in the past year, and then I started Ozempic at the beginning of this year too. A miracle drug.
It helps with so many things. I microdosed it for a year and a half. I was really hoping it would help with my IBS. It did not. I was really hoping it would because it delays gastric emptying.
Yeah.
So that was my thought process. It did not for me, but I think that stuff is a miracle.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I can't say enough good things about it. And I'm on more like the off-brand ones too. But because I was working out so much and then it really wasn't like I had plateaued losing weight. And I was like, why am I not doing,
It makes it
this?
a little bit easier for yourself. So you're not torturing yourself.
Totally.
I used to always know how to get fit, but then I couldn't maintain it. And then I would yo-yo.
I'm also on Lexapro now as of recent.
Wait, I used to take that as an antidepressant?
It's like anti-anxiety, antidepressant.
I take Wellbutrin and Zoloft.
Yes, it's the other one.
Okay.
People always have their preference. Yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
But that also was like the most life-changing.
Really?
Yeah, I was like...
See, I don't remember it because I went on it like 20 years ago, so I don't know. It's so hard to tell what's what.
It said they would be like, it will take like 3 weeks for full effect, but I swear to God I took it and an hour later I felt like a literal, like I can like picture the moment at the dog park where I like literally felt like something like lift off my brain, and I was like,
it's a fog was like literally
like
lifting
literally
around,
it was so crazy.
And you're like, oh, I can see.
So whoever invented Lexapro.
Had you been on anti-anxiety your whole life?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine being closeted in Albany would be anxiety producing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But was it hard to know?
Also with ADHD, but without a diet. So I was like struggling in school. Also, I'm like, I can't do anything.
Were you like, this is because I'm gay, or this is other stuff? Because then you're like, maybe you thought that the anxiety was not chemical, but it was like, oh, this is because I'm in the closet.
Like I think it was a mix. I think obviously once I got older and then it was like more confirmed. I feel like when I was like 15 is when I was like, okay, this is a thing.
The anxiety.
The gay.
Oh, the gay, yes.
Like obviously, there's little hints before,
yes.
But at 15 I was like, okay, I'm not even a bisexual.
What?
Like for sure.
Was it someone you saw in person that just like cemented it?
Well, remember Saved by the Bell, the college years?
No, I remember Saved by the Bell. I loved it. I wanted to be, what was the blonde guy's name? I wanted to be him
Mark
so
Paul
bad.
Gosselaar.
Was that it? Yeah.
Oh, Zach
yeah.
Morris.
I wanted to be Zach Morris so bad.
My Gay Awakening. Yeah, it was Zach Morris and AC Slater, Mario Lopez.
Yes, gorgeous.
Ugh.
I wanted to be Zach so bad, and I didn't have I had a crush on, who was the girl he was with in it?
Kelly Kapowski.
With the brown hair?
Yeah, who
that
couldn't
one.
go to prom because she was too poor and had to wash her hair.
So I've smoked a lot of pot in Heights. I fried a lot of cells in between watching that. But I wanted to be him so bad. And there was the girl that was in, what was that movie where there was the stripper?
Wait, Jessie Spano?
Yes.
She's also in First Wives Club.
So I watched the stripper one so many times, and I found that very erotic. But probably what happened was we were having opposite ends of attraction from that show, as I bet a lot of
There was also that season of Saved by the Bell where it was in Hawaii, and Leah Remini was in it.
I love her.
And Leah Remini was supposed to be like the guy who owned the resort in Hawaii's daughter. So she was the manager.
Okay.
And they all worked at the resort.
Missed the season.
And there was some people were there, some weren't. But Zach and Leah Remini were dating.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of beach things happening.
Right.
So that was a great season.
And then just little baby you was watching that.
And I'm like,
finally you can focus.
Yeah.
You had been distracted all the time, and then you're locked in on that.
I mean, the confirmation was when I Googled how to mute just the woman in porn.
No, you didn't.
I did. Well, because I was like, shut up.
That's so good.
Like, I just want to hear the groans.
That's so good. Not in a gay way, but how do you get the woman out of the fucking porn?
Yeah, literally. I'm like, how do you zoom?
How do you make it so there's only two men?
Man on top, because I can't see.
Straight porn without female.
So, yeah. And then the anxiety must have come along.
What popped up when you tried to Google how do you make
I couldn't find it. I do know that. This was also on, like, the family computer, so it's, like, in the middle of the night. I'm clearing the history.
Of course. I forget what I was listening to, but I heard the story we were talking about how your dad said he called Google.
Yeah, that's true.
That is glorious.
My dad claimed that he called Google to me and my younger brother and was like, I know that somebody's been looking at porn because I called Google. And my little brother's like quaking. And I'm like, I know you didn't call Google because A, that's ridiculous.
You can't get a hold of someone over there if your life depends on it.
And I'm like 15 at the time. And I'm also like, and I know if you called Google, this conversation would be going way differently.
Totally.
Because my searches were not, wet boobies.
No, the things that were searched on I was like pretty hardcore. And I used to go in this chat room, gay.com, and I would have little cyber sex things. And AOL, I would do little cyber sex too.
See, I couldn't have AIM. They wouldn't let, my parents wouldn't let us have instant messaging. And so I would have to go, I would download it at night after they went to bed.
Chat,
and then
delete.
Take it completely, which was like a 3-hour process. This was net zero.
The commitment. Were your parents conservative?
They're not like politically conservative, thank God.
You talked about like your brothers have like, it was like the straightest jobs in the world, but I forget what they were. It was like,
yeah, I don't,
like
my younger brother's an electrician. My older brother makes some kind of turbine things for.
I don't know what that is.
I honestly, you could tell me 100 times.
Like a wind tunnel?
No.
Something.
I think it's like they make the things that he works for GE now.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell he does though.
But it does sound so straight.
It's very straight.
Why is an electrician so fucking straight?
I don't know, because it seems I did see a beautiful lady electrician
really
just the other day working for the city.
Good
and she
for
was
her.
like hanging in a bucket truck and had the wires out doing the whole thing.
Good for her.
And I thought,
I love that.
And there was a much older gentleman who seemed to be assisting her
and being respectful and all that.
Yeah.
These are moments like that when I fucking love New York. Where it's like, I mean, maybe we would see those other places, but there's like moments like that where I'm like, yeah. But also it's like nice that you got to see that, because there's just the blessing and the curses. There's so many people on top of each other all over, but then you're seeing little hints of that. Yeah. Which is very nice.
I saw also that same day, speaking of a New York moment.
Absolutely.
A guy trying to like park the city bike, but he couldn't get it in. Uh-oh. And then this unhoused woman with like a cart, whatever, is like coming down the road, and keeps trying, finally gets it in, and then she yells from across the street, "I hope you fuck better than you park a bike."
Never a dull moment in New York City.
And he was like mortified.
Is there like a class where the unhoused people learn how to roast the shit out of everybody?
So
because like the timing is impeccable. So I wonder if some people aren't unhoused, but they just do that so they can just say truly whatever they want and not have to deal with anybody's like.
What a fantasy.
What a fantasy. Just pop out. And
that's, I think, what being old, you can really just get away with anything.
I do look forward to that.
Me too.
I really look forward to that.
You know what I would hate about being old? When people say, when someone's like, "Oh, he's so cute," about like an old man.
Right. You don't want that?
I think that's
They're
offensive.
talking down to you. What do you want them to say? Like, he's so...
I don't want him talking to me.
Really?
No, well, we'll see.
Okay.
It depends on who it is.
Do you want them to be like, he's so handsome? Do you like handsome or pretty?
I like handsome.
You're
Well, it depends on the situation.
Right.
Sexually handsome.
Okay.
If I'm going to an
drag.
event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drag
stunning.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Drag stunning.
But in like a dating, yeah.
Dating handsome.
Yeah.
You are handsome and pretty.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're handsome and pretty as well.
I appreciate that.
It's a couple of handsome pretties.
It's a mix.
Yeah.
It's a niche taste.
Listen, amen.
It's a niche taste.
For sure.
Do people treat you a lot differently with dating now that you've had such a transformation with your body?
Yes, for sure. But also I'm like, I think the confidence is different
of course.
I think I also put up such a like don't talk to me vibe intentionally, and that has been kind of hard to delay her.
So hard.
But yeah, it has gotten easier. And yeah.
I had this fitness instructor once that she was talking about, it was like a group fitness setting, and she was like, weight protects you. So she's like, thank it. Like, thank it for being there to like protect you. Like it can be there for a reason. Like, don't like look at like love. I remember she's like saying it like love your body, and everyone in the class was like, that's fucking bitch. But it stayed with me. Yeah. And then she talked about that. Like, she's like, it can be a way, it's a good friend in some ways. Like, it, you felt like it was protecting you, need it as long as you did, and then you don't need it. It didn't, now it's not serving you anymore.
That's honestly, I'm like, listen, I've lived life. Like, I'm like, I just needed to see the other side.
Were you a big kid?
Yeah.
Me too.
I've always been, like,
me too.
It's always been a struggle. And, like, I was, like, bigger in high school and college, I think, than even when I started losing weight, like, here. So yeah, I'm like, I just want to see if everything is easier. And
is it?
Yes, it is.
Really?
I mean, just in general, like public anything is easier.
It's literally easier.
Like every single thing. Sitting on a plane now and not having the anxiety of like, is it going to be the time that I have to ask for the extender?
I get that. I hear that. I hear that.
Which I'm like, because it's just then And so that was like I could have cried moment when I'm like fucking pulling the thing out.
That is refreshing to hear because a lot of times you'll hear people be like they reached what they thought was going to change everything, and then it's like, oh, but it didn't fix anything.
And I mean, and I think also because I work out so much, like I'm like I do think a lot of it has been mentally
the fucking endorphins
because of that. Like I'm like I think if I was just on Ozempic, I wouldn't probably feel, you know,
the sense of pride and the endorphins.
Yeah, and just I'm like it's crazy to see like my body just like change or even like feel different.
Was there a moment where it clicked in where you looked in, you're like, holy shit?
There was a moment, yeah, kind of. There's been a couple. The one I was like washing my face and I was like, whose face is
Whose
this?
is this? Yeah.
And yeah, they're like at angles when you can like see an ab popping.
Right.
I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There it is. Do you feel angry at people where? Do you feel angry at people that you do think maybe treat you better now because of it?
I think it's interesting to meet people that I didn't know before, and to be like, I feel like I have to be like, well, I didn't always like I used to.
Oh,
be
I
different.
see. Right, like you want them to have like the full picture.
Because it's hard to, like I'm like, no, like I don't. Also, just for working, like not having a real job, basically, you know, like I'm like all of those things. I'm like, no, it wasn't always like this. Like I'm like my life used to be so much harder than it is now, which I'm so grateful for. But also like not having to.
You feel like they need to get all the info.
Yeah, like I'm like, no, I used to like, you know, work 12 hours a day then do shows until the middle of the night, doing improv.
I always want people to have all the info too. Like, God forbid someone says like you look good or something. I'm like, I get Botox fillers, like, but like it's kind of fucked up, and but you know, like da. I give them so much info, but now my Botox is getting too expensive, so I don't know if I'll be able to get it anymore. Like, I'm always giving way too much info, and people are like, I was just trying to make small talk.
Yeah, like I was just giving you a compliment.
Sorry about that.
People's like, your skin is so. I'm like, well, I get some free stuff sent, so like I you know, I do a lot of, and then I have time. You know, I don't have kids or anything, so like it's not the same.
Totally.
I just maybe a sense of guilt all the time.
It is. I will feel guilty about it, or also just being like, yeah, this wasn't always my lived reality.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I worked at a restaurant for a long time. Like it was a whole, you know. How were you raised? Religious?
In the backwoods of Blue Hill, Maine, with no religion at all.
No religion.
Were you Catholic?
I was raised, yeah.
You were
Roman Catholic.
Roman Catholic. That's probably why it was so hard to come out, or you felt so much anxiety coming out to your mom.
Yeah. There was also just no gay people. We didn't know any gay people.
Same.
So, you know, you didn't know what it even looked like.
You had a friend who said her aunt or something thought you were gay?
Her mom and her mom and her gay uncle.
And they were chatting about you.
Oh, for sure.
I had the similar experience too. This friend of mine, Catherine, was like, my mom thinks you're gay. And I was like, why? And she goes, I told her that you said that she had a nice ass. And I said, I said that? And she was like, yeah. And then I remembered her mom like did have like a nice, I guess I told her, said something about her mom's butt. And she was like, well, your friend Emma's a lesbian. And I felt like totally like caught because like I couldn't, what was I going to say?
Yeah. And I do you like, I still feel weird talking about like how hot someone is. Because I'm like, I just never.
You don't know if they're gay or not.
Well, like I just also didn't grow up doing that because I wouldn't call girls hot because I like was afraid they'd see through it.
Yes.
You know? It's so interesting.
And sometimes you do hear someone say something where you're like, I do see through that. Where they're like, oh, I have sex with so many girls.
Yeah, I'm like, no. Yeah, for sure.
Interacting with a closeted person now, too, I will always assume like that someone is just telling the truth about their sexuality because I'm like, whatever. Yeah. But then sometimes you'll get a little thing where you're like, okay, it feels incongruent to me, and your little like alarm bells are going off.
Of course. I'm like, I've had friends, I knew someone who seemed just like the most flamboyant homosexual man you've ever met.
Ended up being straight.
But he's straight. And I'm like, and after years and years of seeing him interact, I was like, okay, he is straight. But so now I'm like, you know, maybe
we don't know.
Maybe we don't know always. But also, I'm still waiting for him to maybe
There's someone who I always thought was gay, and he was like, I'm straight. And then finally, after this went on for like 20 years, I was like, okay, he's straight. Just came out as bi.
And you know what? Bi now, gay later.
So that's where, this is what they say. But I do sincerely believe there are lots of bisexuals still.
It's a step. I do too, obviously.
But the problem is it is a stepping stone so much for so many people. So then that's where it comes from. Is people are always like, oh, everyone is like erasing bi people. And it's like, well, you got to understand that was a truth that a lot of people said. So that's where that comes from. But that's not to say there aren't tons of bi people.
And I do think it's hard for a bi man.
It's very hard for a bi
Because I think,
man.
a lot of straight women.
I know.
Yeah.
The bisexual women I'm with have gone out of their way to say they wouldn't be with a bi man.
See, and I'm like, I love a bi man.
I love a bisexual woman.
I'm like, there's something about it.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Because, we both grew up probably where that was like,
And it shows like a level of, also like I like to have sex very much in a way where it's like, I don't know, to me that like shows that we'll probably like vibe sexually a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like, I don't know.
Do you have a boyfriend now?
No, it's no.
No.
No is the answer.
Okay. Maybe dating will be totally different now with your like medication.
Yes. I mean, where I'm like kind of seeing someone, but it's, we're seeing other people.
Oh, yes.
But I'm not seeing other people.
Do you know if he is or maybe he's
I
just
don't
saying
think
that?
he's seeing other people.
You're playing coy.
We're both like
right.
pretending to see
other people. Yeah.
And he's very good at bits also.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. And so it's like to the point where I'm like, oh, I didn't know that it was a bit until after.
Like he'll be like
he commits.
He commits. Oh, so I don't pick up on sarcasm. I don't pick up on when people are like
making
making up something. I don't like if he could be like, oh, I work at a cheese store. I would believe that no matter what.
Yeah. No, he's very.
And he's like, I commute every day to Wisconsin, and I'd be like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I have a really hard time around people with that because I truly struggle.
See, I'm like, I do, and he's a very like a professional. I'm sure if he, I don't think that's how he just lives every day.
Right.
But like I love it, obviously.
Do you get worried that he's like the bit? He's doing a bit of being like, I'm seeing other people, and you're like, is that a bit?
But then he's like, no, you'll know if I am being serious because I'm not going to do a bit about it. And I'm like, please don't.
Please don't. Please don't.
I can't handle it.
I have some questions this is all from TikTok.
Amazing. I've heard of it.
Do you spend a lot of time on TikTok?
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard to have boundaries with social media. So hard.
I'm not. I post.
It's so hard.
Are you like commenting a lot?
Yeah.
Or just
I comment so much that I sometimes wonder. It's like, have you ever been on a page and seen some comment from someone that you know and you're like, oh, they were deep into scrolling, like some random video.
Yes. I've also done that where I'm like, all the other comments are years ago.
Yes, and I'm popping up, haha.
And I'm like, how dare you? Or yeah.
Yes, this bitch. I'm so hooked on it. So TikTok I can stay away from now, but Instagram Reels is really like my downfall. But I'm trying. I've never been more addicted to anything in my life than social media.
And TikTok, I'll find myself watching a whole 20-minute video of like a police body cam footage of a person getting a DUI.
I've seen so many of
going
those.
Crazy. A sovereign citizen arrest. I live for a
I
sovereign
haven't
citizen.
seen one of those.
Well, I mean, now things have
right.
But before, they were fun to watch.
That would
people that are like, I'm not a member of this country, so I can drive wherever I want without a license.
Would they have ones where it's like a citizen's arrest? I would like to watch that.
No, I haven't. I'll find that though.
Oh,
There's
that
be
would
a good
be.
One.
I dream of doing a citizen's arrest someday.
I mean,
and I'd have to do it to a child, otherwise the person would be able to take me.
Or an old person.
Really old person.
You're strong though. You could overpower.
I appreciate that. I'd have to like cart some like elderly person in just in their wheelchair or something.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. I'll
just push him down the ramp.
We're going in. I'm making a citizen's arrest.
Going to hell.
Okay, this is a question from a 25-year-old. I'm 25, cis, and I can pass as straight, but I'm pretty sure I'm gay. Not bi, gay. I've got my reasons for staying in the closet right now, but my plan is to move to Chicago. It's the closest city to me, and I'm going to come out once I'm there. This isn't meant to sound sad. I actually feel totally okay about it. I'm just curious. How does one actually date as a gay man? Like not just looking for a hookup, but trying to meet someone real. I'm comfortable with myself and my body as much as you can be while you're still in the closet, but I'm not trying to just perform or show off. I just want to make a connection first. How do people even start? Or is it just like it is for straight people and I'm picturing an entirely different world once I come out?
It's definitely not like it is for straight people. I think that the gay dating world is a dog-eat-dog world. And I think...
It seems like gay men move quick. I mean, not quick in terms of like starting a relationship, but like it's like a mile a minute.
Well, yeah, it's either... And I think... And I get that. That's how I am. I'm like, I'm not like a... I wish I was more of a whore, And I have many a friend who are wildly, have insane libidos and stories and like would have people to the bathroom at our office job, things like that.
Wow.
Which is also fine.
Good for them.
But I would say if you start sexting, it's never going to be anything serious. I think if you start sexting before you meet in real life, you probably won't end up meeting.
My girlfriend and I sexted before we met.
But it's different.
Oh, it is? Okay, and also, it was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So that was different too. And come to think of it, the person I sexted with the most before meeting was the worst date of my entire life.
I think, yeah.
Why do you think that is?
And I think, or if it's like sexting and then you're like, you may meet up and like hook up.
Right.
But I think that like if you actually want to like have a wholesome, then you have to like, whatever, talk about other stuff first.
Get through. Talk about where you're from.
Literally.
Things like that.
Yeah.
If someone is, also it's hard to switch gears from sexting because if someone goes right into the sexting.
Then I'm like, okay, that's what this is. That's fine too.
I've been that person that's kind of like poking to try to get sex going. But it's also different. I do think it's different for lesbians. I feel like queer women maybe kids these days are different. But I felt like it was it didn't seem as oriented around like sexting as quickly.
I think it depends, I guess, but I also am like, because sometimes I'm not a big hookup person.
I never was
but
either.
I like a sex.
I love a sex.
Honestly, I love sexting too. If we're calling, I mean,
love sexting. I love a sex more than a hookup in a lot of ways. Like,
I don't have to leave the house.
Don't have to leave the house. This is the thing.
I can arrange things how I want.
We get to picture it. Also, I'm not gonna live up to that.
No.
Whatever I'm saying, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna forget about it.
And if you're being boring, I'm watching TV.
Exactly.
But I'm pretending.
Oh, you can be scrolling. You take a call from your fucking mom. Like it's like a whole. Yeah. You're multitasking.
Looking at Zillow, just like anything.
Always.
But I do suggest. Like I think this man. It's all in the apps too. Like Hinge and Bumble, I feel like are more datey. But honestly, I don't know.
How does it work on Bumble with this? Because with women, I don't even know. I never did Bumble.
I forget that on Bumble, it's like women have to message
first. Right, it's like so straight.
It's just no rule like that.
On gay Bumble, it's like just right. Which makes sense too because there's no power dynamic where it's like.
Yeah, but that also is confusing because there is no power dynamic. Right. Like there's no. It's the man's like everything that you're told in traditional dating growing up is like not how.
There's no rules.
No.
There's no like. I mean, sometimes you'll get like a vibe about like, okay. I feel like with dates, it's like whoever asks who on the date needs to pay. If you ask someone on a date, like you need to pay. You need to take them out on that date. And I do.
I agree.
I like that, but that seems like it should transcend. Any type of gender, anything.
I agree totally. But yeah.
Dating is exciting. To being a gay man in Chicago and coming out is I would have some advice about with coming out. Someone said this to me and I didn't stick to it. Probably coming out at 25 will help this. And maybe this won't apply as much, but don't be with the very first person that you meet that's also gay and be like, we have such a connection that might just be you're connecting about that you're both gay and you're excited.
You also could just like hook up with some people.
Yes.
First.
Because I didn't do that. Right when I got to college, I got in a relationship. Well, I hooked up with this person and I was like, I should be in a relationship with her, but I didn't like her. But I fucking tried. It didn't even compute to me like this could just be a hookup.
Yeah.
Like I tried so hard to be like, I want this to be my girlfriend. And I couldn't stand her. And then I got a great girlfriend. That first person I was with, like I remember, have you ever gone out to eat with someone you just can't stand? Yeah. And you're trying so hard, and you're like, this can't be it.
Yeah.
Can't be it.
I once went on a date with someone, and I was just like I wanted to just get up and go. Because he was like, are we going to order food? It was like a drink. I was like, no, we're not ordering food.
Where were you guys?
It was Art Bar. Remember Art? Is that still a place?
But I bet if you liked him, you wouldn't have minded if he asked if you were going to order food.
No, 100%.
Yeah, because that's the thing. If you don't like someone, then they could get there. Be like, where's the bathroom? And you're like, this fucking dickhead.
No, literally. I've been on, obviously, dates that have led to food where I'm like, that's so
cute.
Oh, it's going well.
Yeah, this is it. This is love. He likes to eat.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hit that man.
Do you have a go-to spot that you like to go for dates?
No, I'm not like... I don't really have I have like a go-to spot to take like for work lunches and stuff.
Yes.
You've ever been to the Marlton Hotel?
No, never even heard of it.
It's like in the West Village. It's like a cute hotel, but they have a restaurant on the first floor that's very like, they don't put like care if you sit there for a long time.
Very important.
Yeah. And it's always like, I was there once and Julianne Moore was sitting at the table next to me.
Big fan.
Yeah. So that's a good, but like a date spot, I guess like a dive bar is like fun. Whatever.
You drink?
Yes, not nearly as much
as you used to.
As I used to.
Yeah. Is that because of the fitness stuff, or you just like got kind of?
Just kind of, and I think maybe the Ozempic also. Because I used to drink like so much before COVID. Like I feel like I was drinking way too much. Actually.
I love drinking.
And then the past I would say like year and a half, I'm like if I'm going out to like a birthday or something.
Sure.
But yeah, now I go like, I used to drink like a bottle and a half of wine every night.
Woo!
Literally, and not be like, it's fine.
That was, would you have it be like alter egos where you'd be like, okay, this is me, this is Chris, and then this is Fat Carrie Bradshaw, or this is me in drag?
It was definitely way more separate.
Yeah.
Earlier on.
Because I would imagine drinking a bottle of wine could get you really into a character mood.
Oh, yeah. For sure. And that was when I was really doing like all kinds of crazy characters all the time.
You're like, I am Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was crazy, delusional. I do think that I've gotten less insane on that end, but you win some, you lose some.
Do you feel like sometimes when people would see that your characters, when they were like really sexual, then they would think that you would be, and I think there's like the stereotype that gay men are like hypersexual too.
Yes.
Actually, men in general.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, and a lot of gay men are, but also a lot aren't. And I'm also 35 now. Like that, I do feel like I would have to be like, I'm really not like that.
Right.
I'm actually like way chiller and whatever.
I'm a lady.
Yeah. But I don't even, like dating in my 20s, it's all like a blur, honestly. All of it is garbage.
I have very few. There was someone that I remember going on dates with, or I only remembered it because she popped up on Instagram and I was like, oh my God, I forgot about this person. And we actually had a good time. It was like one of those things, like went on a couple dates, didn't work out, but it was nothing weird, which is very rare for me. Nothing crazy happened. But she popped up as this Instagram account where it was like, I'm black and I just discovered the woods. And it was like Black Girl in the Woods. And I was like, good for her. But I had totally like blocked that out just because time and life. And that was like a good little date blip, couple dates that we went on. But it must have been when I was like 25, 26.
Isn't it crazy how somebody messaged me, and I'm sorry if this person, on Instagram, and was like, hey, how are you? We used to work together at the restaurant I worked at, and I could not. I'm looking at his pictures.
You go, for the life of me.
And I was like, for the life of me, I have no fucking idea.
Now,
who
there
this
is a chance
is.
It's a crazy person.
No, because then we had like people that I used to work with were following
shit.
and like had liked pictures, and I was like, who the fuck is this?
There's like, you guys have pictures together.
Yeah, I'm like, it could have been a holiday party or something. Who knows?
I've had that where someone like full on was like confusing me with someone else, and they were like insisting that we knew each other, and I was really doubting it, and then I finally was like, there's no fucking way, and then they realized that they had made a mistake, and I was like, it was just kind of like a lunatic of a human being. Thank God, because like my memory is not great.
Same.
This is a gay problem. Oh, this is kind of like what we were just talking about a little bit. My gay problem is that it's hard to go out to meet people without drinking. I'm not addicted to alcohol. I just don't like how it affects my body. So I can go to a club or bar without feeling the urge to drink, but I feel bad because it's the club's main source of revenue most of the time.
I get that, honestly.
Really?
Well, I also feel guilty, but you can order like a non-alcoholic thing for sure.
That's so, because I like, when I'm like, oh, I feel bad about this, I feel bad about that, but I've never felt bad about like not giving the club enough revenue.
I mean, and like I worked at restaurants forever. I was never upset at somebody not drinking. So I don't think, but as long as you order something,
and other people make up for it. Maybe it's because
also in like a club, they don't notice.
They don't know what's going on. No. I also have been so like fucked up and like just like a tipping big so maybe I feel like I've got some good karma built up.
But I'm like, for some reason I pictured like going into a mostly empty Henrietta Hudson when we started the story. And I was like, you have to get something.
Yeah.
They're going to be really mad.
This place is hanging on by a thread. They need you to get this drink. So I can go to a club or a bar without feeling the urge to drink, but I feel bad because it's the club's main source of revenue most of the time. And it also seems to make some people who are drinking low-key uncomfortable to be around a sober person. I also feel weirder about hitting on someone drunk when I'm sober, even though I was usually the more sober person when I drank anyway. I'm a slut, and I like to dance. Maybe I didn't deliver that line justly. I think they said it a little more like with a flow. I'm a slut and I like to dance. Not I'm a slut and I like to dance. I'm a slut and I like to dance, so I'm not going to stop going out, but I feel a bit awkward about it. I guess that's no question there, just a gay problem of going out without drinking. I say you don't owe anybody anything.
No, yeah, I don't. If you're dancing too, you're having fun at the club.
No one knows what's going on.
No one cares.
Never underestimate the amount of time that people are just thinking about if they're being weird. You know what I mean?
Totally. Nobody ever cares about you like you care about yourself.
Isn't that crazy?
When I'm like, I really want to cancel going to this party or something. I'm like, they're going to fucking murder me, whatever. I'm like, they actually probably won't even notice that I didn't walk in the door.
I think about that too, but then I get scared that I'll be like 90 and have no friends.
Yeah. I also am like bad about, I'm just like, I just assume people don't care, like if I'm somewhere.
Same.
Or answer.
And then they're like, it would have been nice for you to be there. And I'm like, fuck.
And I'm like, would it have been?
Would it have been, yeah.
I had no idea that
I have a hard time gauging that.
Same.
And like definitely, I wonder if ADD, like I've definitely had a hard time like picking like going to weddings or not going to weddings. Like now I like really regret some of the weddings I didn't go to.
Yeah.
Because I thought, who gives a shit? But now I'm like, oh, it is kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Or when I see like the pictures and stuff, or I see people that are there and I was like, they went?
Right. They showed up.
Oh, fuck.
They were there for you.
I should have gone. I should have gone. Yeah.
Not like I'm the best at a wedding. I mean, I'm much better now.
I'm great at weddings.
That's good.
I'm great at weddings.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You'll put on a show. Now I do. Now I put on a show because I understand what it means to.
It's a performance.
It's a performance. Now I get that. But I used to really kind of hide out. But now something switched in the past year, actually. I think it was through my girlfriend because she fucking puts on a show at a wedding in a way where I was like, I was like, oh my God, it's about showing your love for this friend.
Yeah.
Like, she gets the dance floor started. She's like, we can't leave.
I've been a bridesmaid 14 times.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, and I've officiated.
14?
Yes. And it was like a lot in this, like mostly in my 20s. So I do feel like I'm a bit of like a professional at gauging the vibe of a wedding.
That's more than
I've
ever
like,
heard.
I know when to be respectful and sit down. Okay. I know when the officiant is being a little bit too funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate nothing more than an officiant who thinks that this is like the best man speech.
Or they make it all about them.
I'm like, shut the
fuck up. Yeah. There's this sign where you go, oh, it's getting weird, it's getting weird, it's getting weird, it's getting weird. Sometimes they rein it in, sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't.
14?
But yeah, I'm like, I feel like I'm good at, in another life, I could be an amazing wedding planner, I think.
Sure. 14 is wild.
Yeah.
Are you still in touch with all those people?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I mean, yeah, really, I am.
Oh, you can cancel parties all you need because you're locked in once you're the bridesmaid to someone 14 times.
Well, I'm like, and a lot of
You've done enough.
Messy boyfriend situation. I'm like, the return on my investment,
yes,
which I haven't even started to cash in
yeah.
on, is huge. I was saying, I'm like, I could date the shittiest person on earth for up to 2 years before anyone can say a goddamn thing to me.
7, I'd give you 7.
I'm like, I get that.
Absolutely.
With like all the time I've put.
I'll feel that too. Like I'm putting a quarter in the machine of shittiness. Where then I'll be like, no, I want to be there for you. This, and then some evil little part of me is like, because I know I'm a fucking mess.
I'm like, and everyone has kids now. I'm like, the money I'm shelling out. Okay, send me money. I have 2 dogs.
Are you like any grandparent? Not grandparent. Not man of honor. What is it? Where it's like the godparent.
I am a godparent. Yes. To my nephew.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm like, and yeah. Love those kids.
Do you think gay people are better at being dramatic or are straight people just underperforming? I don't know if this was from a gay man. I'm guessing it's from a gay man, or I don't know.
I think that maybe gay people just have a more natural
flair.
I'm
really dramatic, and
watch more dramatic inspiration. You know what I mean? Like straight people aren't watching Meryl Streep's monologues on YouTube, but gay people are.
Certain subsets of it are.
Yeah, like I'm like, I would YouTube hours of like Jessica Lange monologues.
Really?
Of course. Who doesn't love a good monologue?
That's so well, maybe, okay, straight women maybe, and then straight men that are into acting.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But they're watching like like Denzel Washington.
Okay,
you know, I'm like
straight men.
I'm watching like Viola Davis speeches.
I get the difference. Yeah.
You know, I'm like it's what they're watching
Yes.
and being inspired by.
I fucking love Denzel Washington and The Equalizer.
See, I'm like I do. Listen, I love a good action.
I love an action.
I just got into the John Wick.
I like the John Wick. I don't love.
I love a female assassin.
I love a female assassin.
And have you ever seen the one? I think it's called. I always forget. It's with. I've seen it like 5 times.
Kill Bill.
Jennifer Garner. I think it's called Butter.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Peppermint.
Peppermint. The mom and
I
her
love
kids.
it.
See,
and she saves Skid Row.
Goes away and comes back. I love that. I've seen it so many times.
Oh my God, I love that.
I love it when you see someone get wronged and then someone comes and just like fucks them.
Revenge. I love a good revenge story. Yeah.
Do you have a revenge fantasy for yourself?
No, I mean, so the only people I would want revenge on, I feel like life is already serving them.
God bless.
Like, there's nobody. Well, that's not true. But there's people that I would like life to get, but I wouldn't spend my time.
Yes,
I would like karma to get them, but I don't want to have to.
You're not going to put
ever see them. Yeah.
You're not going to start putting coins in that slot of bad.
Exactly,
I get that too.
Exactly.
Okay, this one I think is like because it has to do with Sex in the City. So okay. So I should say the only Sex in the City I've seen is when my girlfriend's watching it, and I do the classic boyfriend thing where I actually really like it. So I walk by and go, "What happened? What this and that?" But the one that I like is the one that nobody liked. It's the most recent one.
The new season.
Yeah.
So I
it's the
haven't
only
watched
one I've
the
seen.
new seasons. Really, I've only seen the originals.
And is this out of protest that you're not watching the new season?
It's not. So no, it's not. But I wasn't like Fat Carrie Bradshaw didn't come because I was like a super fan of Sex and the City. I was just watching it for the first time when I was high on the couch, and I thought it'd be funny. Honestly,
that'll do it. That'll do it.
And so,
that's so
I just
funny.
like
you
know
were
how
like
with
a super
ADD
fan.
too, I get like hyper fixated on
Yes.
things. So I'm like, once it started, I was like, I can't because I know it's not good, and I'll watch all of it,
Right.
And then
Once I start a show, I can't stop watching it.
yeah, unless it's. And then if I stop, it's over.
Right.
There's so many shows I've watched up until the last season. Peaky Blinders, I don't know how it ends.
Don't know how it ends. But while you're watching that shit,
It's so good.
I'll watch until my eyes start to bleed, and then if I fall asleep, I will not like re-pick that back up.
I don't care anymore.
ADHD hyperfixation is so fucking real.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, and you'll be like, I know what's I know what it is, but then it'll like,
I'll do that. Yeah, with like making like blankets. I went through like a hyperfixation of like making a.
I can see that totally.
Like crazy things.
That's a good healthy one though.
Well, when I'm feeling, I'm like I gotta find something.
Right. I'll get it with stuff I want to buy. And then I'm like, there was this, I went into this place called Face Gym where they like did something on my face and then they had this thing and it was $700 and in my head I was like, I have to get it.
Yeah.
But I was like, you don't need any more face stuff. And it was like, and I didn't end up getting it, but it was true. And then I forgot about it until we talked about it right now, but it was so hard for me to not get that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was so convinced that that's what I needed to like fix
That's how
my life.
I'm like, oh, buy it.
Buy
it's too easy to buy stuff. That's what's killing us. If we had been alive before the internet, we'd be rich.
Oh, I would be rich.
Bezos has every dollar I have.
Me too.
God damn it.
God damn it. The fucking Amazon and things connected to my phone. If before the internet, I'd be rich.
Apple Pay. Double click
Pay.
it. You don't even have to find your card.
I lose my card all the time too. Sometimes I'll have a card. I'm really bad with money. I'll have a card. I'll be like, oh, and I'll just be like, try it. I thought I canceled it or something like that. It's not good. It's not good.
We can't be heroes.
So this is from a straight woman. So the guy I'm seeing told me he loves Sex in the City. I don't know. That just threw me. Like he said it so casually. Oh, I love that show. And I'm sitting there thinking, why? Like what part exactly? Because no straight guy has ever said that to me without it meaning something weird. I asked him who his favorite character was, and he said Carrie. And I'm like, okay, that feels like a red flag. I don't know if he's emotionally intelligent or if he's just a liar. It's not even that I care that he watches it. I just don't trust when a guy says that because I'll think, and it's not a sexuality thing, I'll think he's saying what he wants me to hear. I'm all for men liking things that are supposed to be quote unquote feminine. But what do you think? Can a straight man like Sex in the City? I'm 38 and he's 28, if that has anything to do with it.
Yes, I do think a straight man can like Sex in the City. Do I think this man is just telling her what she wants to hear? Yes, because his favorite character being Carrie does not make nobody's favorite character is Carrie.
Oh, shit.
Nobody ever says that except for me, obviously.
Who's the favorite?
They always pick a peripheral.
Miranda.
Samantha.
Oh, yeah.
And a straight guy would love Samantha. She's the sexy one.
So the Carrie's the
and
red
Carrie's
flag.
The fact that he hasn't seen much.
That's like me.
First reference.
Because I'm like, why wouldn't you like Carrie? But I've only seen 3 episodes.
That's like being like, yeah, I'm Lady Gaga's #1 fan. My favorite song is Bad Romance. Like,
wait, I love that song.
Well, everyone loves Bad Romance,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's nobody's favorite song. But no Lady Gaga super fan's favorite song.
Oh, got it.
Is her most famous.
I met her
one.
dad once.
Wow, how was it?
It was weird because I met him and it was right after Father's Day, and I was trying to, when someone's like super famous or associated with a famous thing, you don't want to like
bring up that thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he was having a comedy show at his restaurant, and a woman like coordinated it, who was his like right hand like business partner. She was awesome. She was like, he'll be there, Joe. And it was right after Father's Day, and I said like, hey, like, happy Father's Day. Did you do anything for Father's Day? And he was like, well, I saw my kids or something like that. And I was like, okay. And then in my head, I was like, I shouldn't have acted like I fucking knew that he even had kids. Like I was trying to like do that.
I do think maybe that's his vibe.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Very much. Because he went into the room where the comedy was, and he sat arms across his chest, I'd say for like, it took like 20 minutes before and then he laughed. And then once he laughed, he went, and got up and left. So it was kind of like,
because like Lady Gaga talks about when she first started like performing that he didn't talk to her for like 6 months.
Really?
And things. So I'm like, I think he's probably like gruff around the edges.
Yes, he seemed like a very like Italian.
Yes.
Yeah. Why didn't he talk to her for 6 months?
I think she was like in a bralette and like go-go dancing while singing, early
sense.
Gaga days.
Yeah, when I see someone
around here, ironically.
It's true. When I see someone that's like super, I've only met a few. I'll get a little weird. I get very starstruck by people. If it's not a comic, I get very starstruck.
She would be my like most pivotal one, for sure.
If you could perform with any like superstar as like in drag, who would you want to go up with?
Oh, like in drag?
Yeah, that would be wild.
I mean, like, her I think would be like so fun. But I also like, I would love to be in a movie with Melissa McCarthy as my mom.
I could see that.
Right?
How to make it happen? We got a call over here.
Like, have you ever seen the movie Spy?
No.
It's my favorite movie of all time.
And it's so good?
I think it's so good.
I did meet her one time and she was so nice.
Was she good?
She was so nice. It was at a comedy benefit at Caroline's Comedy Club. RIP, not here anymore. And she was in the audience, which must have sucked. Because if you're a comedian, you don't want to watch other comedy.
No.
But I remember getting off stage and she was like, you did a really good job.
That's another thing about dating as a comedian.
People want to talk about that.
No, people that are like, we should go to a comedy show.
Never.
I'm like, I would rather
slit my throat.
Die.
Yeah, totally.
I'm sorry.
There's
I hate
nothing.
them.
Yeah, I went on a date to one once and she had us like sit right up front. And I was like beat red the whole time. I was like, it's weird.
I know. I went to one. I knew. Like, I'm like, it's. They're probably thinking, why am I here?
Well, it feels like almost like you're like spying or like.
I hate it.
What are you doing?
No.
What are you doing?
I know. Sorry.
I couldn't agree more.
Not for me.
Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. Let's see if we have any more of these. Yeah, thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate it, and I loved hearing your coming out story at the Applebee's when I was listening to it.
Outback.
Oh, I was picturing an Applebee's.
I mean, it's not far off.
It's not far off. I was picturing.
Just picture it with more Australian decoration.
Yeah, I was picturing just like a nervous, 21-year-old home from college, being like, I gotta come out. And
you know what the worst part was? The table was like about this size. And it was just me and my one friend, but for whatever reason, this was the only table, so it was like us, and then like
you're at a conference.
6 empty tables.
Yeah, you're like, there's something I need to discuss.
Oh, the nightmare.
So far ago now.
But yeah.
All right, great to see you.
Great to see you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.